Right, Sean, Katie, Sean. Right, we had to hurry up and record this because it's only 2 days, according to Google. Apparently it comes out on the 4th, but on the English dub comes out on the 5th.
I was going to say, is it not like midnight or like just before midnight on the 4th?
It will be, it will be. We'll be watching it on the 5th, this Sunday. But that's when it supposedly comes out. But this is the final trailer for the final part of Attack on Titan. Coming to an end.
What do we do after this?
I don't know. Don't be sad that it's ending. Be happy that it happened.
Until we've watched it and then we're like, ugh.
Until it gets to the end, and we'll probably be both devastated. But to be fair, I've never really recovered from Erwin. My soul's kind of broken already. You know, I'm heartless as it is now.
Yeah, you're just a shell.
Yeah, I'm a shell.
Just a shell of a man.
Right, so yeah, let's watch. Thank you for that.
I wonder if this will give us nothing. Remember the last one where we were like...
No, I'm pretty sure every single time we've
mean?
reacted to something, it's all been... We've said the exact same thing in every video. Play now.
今起きていることは恐怖に支配された生命の惨状と言える。事切れる前はホッとするのかもな。これで自由になったって。
そういう無敵だ。
俺たちはどうすれば報われるんだ。
消え失せろ悪夢。どうしてこうなるの。
死に急げクソバカ野郎。
お前たちが捧げた命は他の命を踏み潰すためにあったのか。違う。俺たちが巨人のいない世界は溢れるほどおめでたい理想の世界だったはずだ。
Okay, so Levi's going beast mode. God, Ryan looks like he's had the cack beat out of him all.
いくらかかってこようと。本当に地獄が好きなんだな、エレン。最後までとことん付き合ってやるよ。
No, not a clue.
What does it mean?
Haven't got a clue. Oh. The tree.
Bloody tree.
The tree.
The tree's become the new basement.
I know.
What does the tree mean?
Haven't got a clue what anything's going to happen. Haven't got a clue.
It gave us stuff, but I don't know what the stuff means.
Nah, I'm not intelligent enough to decipher that. Which I'm not I don't often say when it comes to trailers.
I wonder if the people that have read the manga know.
Yeah.
They probably do. They're probably laughing at us like, you fools.
Yeah. It's a bit like... It was a bit like sort of, you know, when certain trailers come out. Like when we watched the Iron Claw, I knew what certain things were referenced to because I'm a long-term wrestling fan. I just haven't got a clue. It looks like everyone's going to be upset and people are going to die and people are going to get the cack beaten out of them. And it looked like Levi was talking to the...
Oh, there they are.
Dead Look, there's Hange and Erwin. There's Hange's mate. Is that Hange's mate or is that Hange's mate?
I think that's Hange's mate.
Oh, and the died servant.
I think that is that not I can't remember her name.
The nice lass.
The one that was in Mika's team.
Yeah. That's who I think. Yeah.
That's who I thought it is. And might not be.
So Levi, when you all dedicated your hearts, was it to trample on the hearts of others? Sounds like he's got some kind of internal conflict. Does he agree with Eren or does he?
I think because this is Levi that's saying this, isn't it? So I think it's like he's probably looking to see what Erwin would have done. Yeah. He's trying to think like Erwin, but he just can't. No one can think like Erwin.
No. You suicidal blockhead.
It's John that's saying that, isn't it? Who was he saying it to though?
Connie.
Or Reiner?
No, I don't even think he'd be saying it.
I know, but Reiner is a bit suicidal. Well, I say very suicidal.
I would argue that so is Connie.
Oh, we keep on saying flying things. It's absolutely Falco, isn't it? It's Falco.
Is Falco's
Gonna fly.
So it's interesting that it essentially establishes Ymir as the
Bad guy.
primary bad guy, which is
What we thought.
has been the case for a while. She's been the one making all of the Titans.
We just didn't know it. She's been leading Eren.
Why is this happening? Look.
It's interesting that was blood.
I know. Well, I suppose these are probably extensions of Eren, aren't they? These are. I mean, that's what we've theorised, and it's what we've.
Yeah, but Eren's just bone and hair.
Well, that's the thing. Is what we see. You know, because we see him as this big, horrific dog creature thing.
Dog creature spider
Monkey.
thing.
Yeah, but the bones that we see are they constructs that he's made similar to the Warhammer Titan?
You assume so, or you assume they just bought. Like,
But we guessed, and I'm guessing we're right that he's constructing these things out of himself.
we thought that from the last trailer, didn't we?
Yeah,
like
but
previous versions of
Not so
the
much
Titans.
these, but the actual body that he is. Not the things that he's constructing, but the actual body. Is that Warhammer-esque as a way of defending himself, so that when we see him, when they're cutting him and stuff, if they cut him on those bones, is it going to be a similar thing to cutting these, where they will be essentially cutting off bits of Eren? But of course the question is, are they even going to get close enough to Eren's body to do any damage? Because they're fighting all the Titans that he's spawning off himself here.
In the last trailer we reacted to, there was like loads, wasn't there?
Yeah, and there was all types. There was the Car Titan and Beast Titan.
That's Piek, isn't it? Is that Piek?
Yeah, that's our Transformer. That's awesome. Yeah, so this is our transform
Again.
Yeah.
Reiner.
Reiner is not looking good in this trailer.
He always just gets the crap beaten out of him. That's Galliard's old jaw.
Yeah, that's the jaw Titan.
Titan.
So it's also interesting that the Titans that we're seeing, the old versions of Titans that Eren's seen.
I think they're just previous versions, the previous Titans.
Are they all the previous versions though? Is that?
You would assume so. I mean, if it's Ymir that's she's the one that's building them, so she would know, wouldn't she?
What must we do for our efforts to finally pay off? Maybe.
The thing is, what is her goal? You assume it's. Is it freedom? Does she truly believe that by murdering everyone that she will be free? Is it?
Maybe she wants a world where it's just Titans.
Because I feel like we never really talked enough about it. They said it was the king's final wish, wasn't it, that they were a slave to?
Yeah.
Those with the royal blood that possessed the founding Titan were. She's watching right now. Is that the Beast Titan?
Yeah.
Looks like it. They're kind of like forced to uphold the king's final wish.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like, so is she a part of that?
You would think so.
Or is she also a slave to that? Is
the
she
royal
being
family
trapped?
are essentially linked to the Titans, aren't they?
Yeah.
As are all of the Eldians through Ymir's bloodline, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So yeah, you would think if it must be the sort of the not the royal curse, but what you were saying there.
Yeah.
It must be linked to Ymir somewhere.
Because how is the king had a final wish? You know what I mean? Because it's her that it's come from. So is it just her? Because she made it seem at least that she did actually love the king.
Who's that?
That Bertold. That's who I thought that was.
That's what I thought it was as well. What the hell's Bertold doing there?
Oh, poor man.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Life forms controlled by fear. Oh, gee, I wonder why.
yeah, but yeah, it's like, so is she?
As I say, London Bridge. Looks a lot like London Bridge.
I'm just trying
Sorry,
to
what?
figure
I keep interrupting you.
I
Sorry.
know you do. I'm just trying to figure it out because the big thing was it was the king.
Yeah.
It was his. It was renouncing of war that she's upholding.
Yeah. So she's essentially she's keeping his final wish alive.
Is she, or is she
she's
trapped
almost
by it? Because when Zeke was in the paths, he said she's a slave, and he was able to control her because he was able to break the renouncing of war, wasn't he? And he was able to like control her like a slave.
Yeah. I don't know.
So is her just undying loyalty to the king? Is that what?
Well, she was quite a tragic character in her origin story, wasn't she? 'Cause she never really, she never did anything wrong. She kind of,
yeah.
You know, it was.
Well, she was a slave, wasn't she? And that's why.
She was, yeah.
So it would almost be poetic though that if she is actually enslaving Eren, because he said, didn't he, that you've led me here.
Yeah.
And obviously it's because she wants to be free. She wants to, I guess, murder people.
I think it's the paths, you know. I think more than anything else, we have to know the entire story about the paths, because we've been given snippets. There was a big portion of it that took place there. There was big events that took place there. It just feels like this story can't conclude without something happening in the paths, like that. Whether it's the paths is just destroyed, so that it's, you know, essentially the end of what you might call destiny, because they all at one, like Eren, was it Eren or was it Zeke said, the paths is basically, if you imagine a road, you can't necessarily see where it's going to end, but
they're all converging on the
same
place. They're all
converging on the same place.
Yeah.
So maybe the story is the ending of the paths, so that everyone can essentially live their lives free. Which, if the paths did come to an end, the Titans would undoubtedly be finished as well.
It makes sense because that's where all the control happens, isn't it? That's where Eren.
That's where Eren is.
It's where you assume all of the previous founding Titans were controlling the memories of the people of Ymir.
And it's where Ymir's crafted all the Titans from.
But it looks like Zeke's still there. So Zeke's still alive. He's still in the paths.
I know. So I wonder, is he...
Potentially.
Oh, that's my boy.
Oh, they're all just looking at us.
Levi's in amongst them. So this might be like a dream sequence where it feels like he's being judged.
He's looking on all the dead and he's like, is this right or is this wrong?
Yeah. All these people who've given their lives to get them to this point. And he's not quite sure what course of action he should take.
It's interesting because Levi is that kind of character, isn't he? He always just followed Erwin.
Yeah. He was Erwin's
because he believed in Erwin.
He was Erwin's right hand.
Yeah.
And that's not... I know that sounds like a pun, but it was Erwin's right hand for the majority of the time that they were in it.
But even if you looked at his backstory,
oh, that was so cool as well.
I know,
when Erwin caught the blade.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
He was like this. He kind of was like this lawless kind of kid on the street. He didn't really, and then he decided that he was going to follow Erwin, and it was just. I guess he's probably just questioning now what.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Is this what he's meant to do?
I wonder if there's also an element of...
He's going to just kick backside. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, I interrupted. That's him? That's him being an absolute G?
Oh, does he do the spinning thing that he did against...
He's doing the spin.
That he did against Zeke.
And Annie and everything.
I wonder if there's an element of it where it's like... They're all these people who are coming to stop Eren are like... Can we actually kill Eren?
There's an element of should we, but also can we?
Because I think it was was it the last one or the one before where they all kind of said, if it comes to it, we have to kill Eren.
I think that for the past few episodes that was the question, was because that was what Annie was asking Mikasa, are you going to be able to do it?
But there is also the element of, well, Eren was pushed to this. For long periods of the story, Eren's been their only hope in a sense, hasn't he? Their one weapon against
their glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and it's like, can they really take the high ground on this when they're responsible for pushing him this far?
I think that was why the last episode was so important because it was them when they were trying to talk to Eren. They were apologising and they said if it wasn't for us, you know, you would never have been in this situation. It was us that pushed you. It was us that wanted so much from you.
But I don't think it's going to be as simple is never a word I'm going to use when describing this show because it's one of the most ridiculously cool and I don't even know the word. Creative things that I've ever watched. But I don't think it's going to be as simple as is Ymir the bad guy or is Eren the bad guy in this. I think it's going to be an element of Ymir can't escape who she is. Eren can't escape who she is. And in a way, I know I keep going back, but I think it's going to end up going, what's actually the evil thing here is the paths. I'm obsessed with the paths.
I think the evil thing is just society. I think it's just life and people and if we think about it, like what was it that made Ymir who she was? You know what I mean? And that kind of started it, wasn't it?
But that wasn't people. That was one person. Well,
yeah, but it was the society at the time.
Yeah.
And then that's led, and then this like this never-ending fight. Do you know what I mean? That's what they're trying to get out of, and it feels like they're finally now at like coming to the end of that. They're all kind of realizing that they aren't evil. We're all just the same.
Yeah. And
that's kind of the message, isn't it?
So the Jaw Titan. So that was a female Titan. And that's not Annie's female Titan.
Nope. That's just a random woman.
Yep. And a Jaw Titan.
Well, it's a whole face. It's a whole face jaw thing.
And Levi, I'm just gonna put it there. Levi doesn't even look remotely phased. No. He's like, come on, you know who I am.
He's missing a few fingers. Got
Yeah,
probably missing an eye. It looked like he's got a missing eye, but who cares?
An exhaustingly idealistic world which we didn't want to give up for. So yeah, that's the other thing is like, is killing Eren worth? I don't know how to phrase the question. Would killing Eren solve all their problems? Is Eren actually the main problem? If what they're after is a world without Titans?
I think the thing for them that they're worried about is the impact of how it's going to impact Paradise, isn't it? And the people of Paradise, isn't it? It's like, once the Titans are gone, will they just now be defenseless? Will people come for them? People blame them. Obviously, they will.
Not if the rumbling succeeds.
Yeah, well, and that's what Flock was arguing, wasn't it? Is that they need them to protect the island because people just aren't going to forgive the atrocities that were committed thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
And that are now happening now. So they are putting a lot at risk by killing Eren.
What if it's actually the founding Titan that's the bad guy?
That's Ymir, isn't it?
Yeah, but remember when she fell into a tree, didn't she?
The tree, maybe.
The tree, yeah, maybe.
It was the tree. Maybe we have to go back to the tree. Imagine if that still stands.
But she got attached to like a parasite thing, didn't she?
It looked like a millipede or something, didn't it? It was like a.
Which was the founding Titan.
Yeah.
Which in turn made her the founding Titan. What if that's the bad guy? That it's, you know how like they've all obviously got individual things that make them unique. Obviously, the most unique, I would argue, is the Attack Titan because of the ability to see in the future. What if the Founding Titan's less about abilities and it's more like it's actually the Founding Titan that's in charge? Like, it's a lot more, I don't even know, like it's not like a power to be wielded like the rest of the Titans are.
But I mean, it does though, because they can control, you assume, everything, can't they? They can wipe memories, they can...
Who's that?
The Founding Titan.
Yeah. That's what I mean. What if it's the thing that attached itself to Ymir that's actually the bad guy, and not necessarily Ymir or even Eren that's the bad guy, but the thing that's. Do you know what?
I feel like that would be weird, though. I think I prefer the idea that it would be like just
the past.
She's a product of her time, and Eric's a product of his, and
Eren
and her.
You said Eric.
Eren. Whatever. You know what I mean? I'm like, new. They're both kind of just made into what they've become, kind of thing.
Yeah. And that is very true, actually, when you think about it. Ymir was a slave. Just made Eren a slave. Made all the other Titans slaves. Eren, he wanted to... Well, Eren, not so much, because Eren's motives have sort of changed a lot. A lot. There's a lot of characters whose motives haven't changed all that much.
But how much of that, though, was Eren's own will, though? He didn't really have a lot of a choice, because once they found out he was a Titan, it was like, you do what we tell you, or
no, I mean,
you're
like,
getting killed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he didn't really have a choice. That was the options that he was given, and I mean, Levi literally beat the crap out of him, didn't he, just to prove that point? So I don't. You could argue Eren didn't really have a choice.
No,
Is that
that's a colossal Titan spawning out of...
that's probably gonna be Bertolt's colossal Titan, isn't it? Because it's like Reiner's like Bertolt.
There's Reiner.
He's feeling the guilt.
Reiner looks like he's getting the absolute tar beaten out of him.
Look, what is that in him? Is that...
You shall not pass from here.
Oh my
Who is he talking to there? What has he got in him?
They look like arrows, don't they? They are, aren't they? The arrows. Whom?
Who's shooting at him?
A Warhammer Titan, maybe? They conjuring arrows?
It might be a flashback. He's missing half of his face by the looks of it. Oh,
It just feels like everyone's going to go God mode in this.
Reiner's looking like he's going to take a beating.
I mean, his mum is on that, like, base, isn't she?
Yeah,
So...
she's looking at him coming, wasn't she?
Yeah. Connie. Damn sausage, you better not die. Oh my god, sir. I feel like there's going to be so much emotional damage with her just deciding if she can kill Eren or not.
I don't think she can.
It's not about if she can, it's if she, like, needs to.
If she's
presented, like, if she's...
that's what's shooting at him. What is that?
Insane. Are they all Warhammer Titans? Have to be, like, conjuring weapons.
Yeah.
Ugh, craziness. Yeah, because they've got spears.
So they're what? Oh my word!
Insane, man. That's just cheating, Eren. This is all just cheating. Is that what they are as well?
What?
It's Falcor, man. When all hope is lost, Falcor will arrive with
That doesn't
Annie.
look like Falcor though.
No, that's Mikasa.
Oh.
It's just a cool shot of her, like, oh, I'm about to go, you know, like, or no, I'm about to die, and Falcor arrives.
As a bird.
That's a very cool looking bird. There's Annie.
Being dropped, I think.
Oh, she's got like that thing on her heel. What are they looking at?
Destruction.
Mist. That looks like a bull. Is that a bull? Looks like a bull. That looks like another attack Titan.
That looks like that's
So
his
does
dad.
that.
Is that not his dad? When his dad was the attack
Maybe.
Titan.
Does that not look a bit like the owl when we saw the owl? Who am you?
So
Bull?
who is that and who's that?
Who's the bull?
That looks like the bottom of a colossal Titan, but I don't think that is. This might be
It
something
looks
like
a colossal Titan. Maybe this is just showing us who all the Titans are, because it looks like there's more down here.
it's a hand.
There. Oh.
So is it the colossal Titan holding
Oh, there's Arwen.
Armin?
Armin. I can't think, okay, leave me alone. Why are you in the hands, Armin?
Why are you in the hands of a sheep?
Is it a sheep or a goat? I thought it
A
was a goat.
sheep Titan
Or a bull.
or a ram?
It's obviously symbolic of something.
This is going to be one of those things where everyone else who's watching this reaction is going to know, and they're going to be like, ah, ha, 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 we know, you don't. This is annoying. Oh, look at Reiner. I think Reiner's going to have one of those Boromir moments where he's just going to be fighting and he's just going to keep getting hit and hit and hit, and he's just going to refuse to stop.
Do you know what it is, though? And do you not think with Reiner, it almost seems like a lot. He always takes damage, and then he just kind of he doesn't give up, but he kind of goes down quite a lot quicker than the others, because he's just prone to taking the damage. He's not really.
He's numb to it.
Yeah, but he's also never really needed to be the brains. He's always kind of just been the shield.
He's happy being, yeah.
But in this, he kind of needs to be more. He needs to fight. He needs to be more than just.
I'll keep doing this with you until the bitter end. That's making me sad already.
He's just gonna like.
Oh, Eren. What has Eren become?
A weird spider bone thing.
But this is Eren when he's not as a
is.
Titan.
It is. Look, the mouth. That's him. Look at his neck.
I don't think that is. I think that's him
That's
out of his
him.
Titan form. He doesn't have eyes like this when he's in. He doesn't. He barely even has a face like this when he's in that Titan form. I think he's got.
I don't think it's him as an actual Titan. I think that's probably him after he's just come out of the Titan.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh.
So I'm turning into his. So as he, I can imagine Armin, right, being there, standing in front of all the army of colossal Titans, and just being like, "If Hanj can do it, I can do it."
He's just gonna.
He's gonna go out as a commander, exactly like Hanj.
No, I don't think he will.
I don't think he'll die. I think the main three will. If it'll either be the main three all survive, the main three all die, or Eren dies and the other two survive. I don't think there'll be any other. I can't see just one of them surviving. I think it'll either be two survive, and if two survive, I don't think Eren will be one of them. Or they'll all die, or they'll all live.
Oh my god, she's got the scarf on again.
Of course she does. She's fine, Eren. She can't go into the final battle without Eren's.
What do you mean? See you
What
later,
do you
Eren?
mean? What do you mean? You treacherous little thing, you! And then it shows us the bloody tree.
This tree. This is the tree.
This is more
This
annoying
has
than
to
the
be-
basement.
This has to be the tree.
The basement was nothing compared to this tree. What's so important about this bloody tree?
Imagine if we find that out, that tree is the
the
tree.
Yeah.
That was where all the answers were hidden. All they had to do was fall in a tree. Get a weird millipede thing on them.
Is that Eren
Waking up.
sleeping underneath a tree?
Oh my god. Honestly, I don't know how I would react if that was the end of it.
What? With Eren waking up?
Yeah. Because that's just...
That would be a brilliant way to
I know.
to basically go. So
He knew.
he knew from the very beginning.
But he
that
just couldn't remember that he knew.
Yeah. This is going to be such a ridiculous show.
It's just, it's one of
I'm
those...
not going to be able to sleep.
It's one of those things, because we've been talking about the cycle a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But breaking the cycle.
I'm not going to be
If
able
they
to sleep.
put us in a cycle, I'll just never be able to not watch Attack on Titan. I'm just going to always have to watch it.
I don't think it'll necessarily show you that it's all one cycle. I think it'll show you that whoever's left after this big battle does go on to have what is essentially happy lives. Hopefully they win. Hopefully it's not a depressing story where everyone dies. You know.
But how?
But then I think it might just end just with Eren waking up and essentially seeing that, as it'll be this show's way of telling us that Eren knew from the beginning that this was going to happen.
Oh my god! At the beginning, we didn't even think about why he was crying under the tree. We were just like, oh, maybe he had a nightmare.
Yeah,
And
it's okay.
tree.
It's only 3 days.
who knew the tree would be like a thing? The tree.
You keep saying that, but it's done that loads of times.
I know, but I kept on thinking that we were past it. That now this was just the resolution. I didn't think there'd be more stuff.
Let's see what some of the commenters say.
The more going back. No, what if it's spoilers?
Well, there won't be spoilers.
Might be.
No,
I don't trust people.
last trailer, last episode, last time, Tatakai. End of the greatest masterpiece I've made. Fair enough.
Spoilers.
Attack on Titan was my first anime that I watched and never thought.
Same.
It's going to feel so surreal once I see the yeah. I'm not ready for this ending. He knows what the ending is, the sausage.
I know. I feel like we're just going to need a minute once we watch it to just sit and just ponder.
A minute? I'm going to need a week? You'll come in and it'll be like one of those things that at the films where I'll just be in bed and I'll be sprawled out and I'll be crying and you'll be like, what? Are you thinking about Eren again? And I'll be like, no, I was thinking about Reiner. You know, just going through, because I don't want to.
That's how you were when Erwin died.
Oh, I know, I was devastated when Erwin died.
You just locked yourself away in your room.
I know, I was devastated.
Inconsolable.
But
if we get more of Erwin, that'll just seal our fate.
I do want to hear his voice. It would be nice, I think, to have a moment if Levi is sort of contemplating. It would be nice, I think, to have Erwin when Levi is doing all this contemplating. He's asking himself all these questions and he doesn't know. If Erwin just went, dedicate your heart. And then he wakes up and he's like, right, now I know what I need to do. And he hugs and he just goes crazy. Just one last contribution from Erwin. It was heartbreaking in the last episode when Hanj died and she went to heaven or whatever it was, and
the place.
She was there surrounded by all her friends and all the.
And Erwin was there and he was like, "You did good." I was like, oh,
and now you can tell me all about it.
That's all she wanted to know.
This bloody show's gonna hurt.
I don't know how I'm gonna move on.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt right in the hurty areas.
I don't know how I'm gonna live.
You know, like all the tender spots. It's gonna feel like I'm getting hit in all of my tender spots all at the same time when I watch this. You know, like the armpit. You know, this bit here. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna get hit in all those areas at the same time. And I'm due for surgery soon, so it's not good. Maybe we don't watch it.
Not watch it.
But that was us reacting to the final trailer for the final part of Attack on Titan. We still haven't decided if we're going to do a stream. We won't be able to show you it if we do stream it, obviously. Copyrights.
Yeah.
And we could still put an edited version afterwards, which we probably will. Because we're desperate for views and that. But let us know. Let us know if you want us to do that. And also a warning if you happen to watch this and you're subscribed, or if you're going to subscribe to watch. As soon as we watch it, it'll be getting edited and uploaded. So watch it first and then. Because it'll come out on the 5th. The video will probably be out either on the 6th or the 7th. So, because we're not going to be waiting around to watch it. We're not going to wait for you to catch up to us. We're just going to watch it. So, let us know what you think. Don't spoil anything if you do know how it ends. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We try to upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
I just hope it's a good ending now. It has to be.
I have every faith.
It's just I'm so used to just having my life ruined with terrible endings. I want it to be good.
Like what?
Like Game of Thrones.
Don't make me reprimand you.
I did agree it was bad.
Not when it first happened. You and Mam both fought on the side of it was good.
I thought it wasn't terrible, but then I rewatched it. I was like, oh, that's bad. Okay.
I haven't unfiltered eye.
But still
I know what you
disappointing.
mean. There's a lot of shows that end.
I still wasn't there going, yeah. I was kind of like, This I want to be, yeah. You know, I assume there'll be tears, but I'll at least be like, yeah, it's a good ending.
It'll be like one of those things. It'll be like a Star Wars meme where we'll sit here and go, goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you. And it'll be.
And then we dust away.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to dust away.
I'll probably dust away. If anything happens to Levi, I'll dust away.
I already lost my golden boy. Maybe I will dust away.
You just want to see Erwin's memory live on in this.
I want Erwin one more moment. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
I need to know.